Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, my name is V. I post nail tutorials every Thursday and Sunday at 8:15 a.m. Central Time. Getting right into today's video, if you guys have not noticed, I have not had nails on for over a month. I am so excited to be doing my nails once again for you guys and sharing that process with you guys. I decided to take a little bit of a break because we're still trying to get the house together, and in order to avoid any struggles or breaking nails, I figured I would just give them a rest. So I am excited to be back and trying out some amazing products that have launched ever since I stopped doing my nails. I'm going to be sharing 2 new products with you guys. I'm so excited. I am in love already, I can tell you guys right now. But getting right into the process, I am starting off by using my rechargeable e-file from Kiara Sky. I have her at 4,000 RPMs. Along with that, I'm using a mandrel bit and some sanding bands to file off, I should say buff off the shine. We are not overly filing the nail. I'm just gently removing that shine from the natural nail, which helps with the product adhesion. I am using the medium grit sanding band from Profiles in the color purple for this step. Very, very soft on the nails. If you keep it at a low speed, which I absolutely suggest, you won't have damage to your natural nail. Always be mindful of that, especially when working on clients. So I'm just going in and gently removing the shine off from both hands. I'm going to go ahead and finish that process. Once I'm done gently buffing off that shine, we are moving into the cuticle area. For this step, I am actually using my needle bit from Amazon. They are linked in my Amazon storefront if you guys are curious. This is my go-to, my all-time favorite. I feel like this portion is always so satisfying to me because the nails can look clean, but when you go in with this bit, it just brings up all this dust and gunk, and I love it. I love seeing that I am able to fully get all of that off of the nail. I don't know why, it's just super satisfying to me. So my e-file is still at 4,000 RPMs. Once we are done with that, I am gently buffing off the cuticle with the cuticle ball bit. This one came with the needle bit, again linked in my Amazon storefront. Gently buffs away the dead skin without having to nip anything off. You guys already know that I am deeply terrified of cuticle nippers, so this just eliminates that. For this step, I do have my e-file at 5,000 RPMs. I have found that a little bit on the higher speed works best. Very gentle on the pressure as well. So excited about these tips. These are the press it tips from Not Polish. They have came out with their version of the long lasting press on nails that everybody has been sharing with you guys. This one comes with their XXX bond, the gel for the application, matte it and gloss it. So here are the tips. Your typical clear press on nail. I love that they are coffin shaped. You guys know I love my coffin shape. I love their packaging. Everything is always so cohesive with them. So we're gonna go ahead and apply these onto my nails. I've been dying to try these on, so I am so excited to finally bring a video with these products. I'm cleaning my nails with a lint-free wipe and some swipe, thoroughly dehydrating my nail, basically what it's doing, and fully removing any excess dust that I might have left behind. And I'm going to be taking the tips and measuring them onto my nails. I want to make sure that I have them all laid out. I now know the good process of doing these type of nails because I have learned with the other products that I've used. So before, I used to just go ahead and prep my nails, put the gel on, and then measure out my tips, but try to do this before so you don't get any product on the tips. It just creates a really sticky mess that you want to try to avoid. And I have found best that if I go ahead and measure my nails and then prep everything else, it works even better. So I'm taking their XXX bond and I am applying that thoroughly onto my natural nail. This is going to be the primer for these tips. I'm actually applying 2 coats on all 10 nails. I always like to do 2 coats just to be safe. I feel like if you have adhesion problems with any type of product, try to up your primer to 2 coats and that should do the trick as long as you're getting your prep in properly. Now getting into the actual application, I am taking Press It gel that came with the kit. This is going to work as your base and also as the gel adhesion for the tips. So I am starting off with a thin layer onto my natural nail. Again, I am doing each nail as I go versus doing all 10 fingers. I have learned that I cannot work that way because I get the gel, the tacky layer everywhere. So in order to avoid any fuzzies getting stuck on my nails, I'm going to be doing one by one. I'm taking my little LED light from Amazon and using that for the curing process. Definitely a game changer when it comes to press on nails. This little light is going to be a lifesaver versus all the other ones that you have seen on the market. So make sure you guys purchase this as well. I'm taking my thumb tip and I place some gel on the back end of it. Now I'm firmly pressing it in and taking that little lamp and just curing one side as I'm still pressing the other side. And then I'm going to gently remove my finger and fully cure the rest of the nail. This is working as just flash curing the gel into place so that the tip doesn't go anywhere. It's just going to freeze it. And then once I'm done with all 5 fingers on one hand, I'm going to place that into the light and fully cure the rest of it. You want to make sure you don't skip that step. I feel like if you just flash cure it, there's going to be portions that aren't fully cured and you want to make sure they are on your nails. Again, I'm taking that gel, applying a thin layer onto my natural nail, curing it very quickly. Nothing fancy. I'm just making sure that I am fully covering my nail and flash curing that into place. Now I'm holding my light very, very closely because I feel like the batteries are dying. I need to replace them. So if you notice that it's a little bit on the dim side, that's why. It still works perfectly, but I do need to replace those soon. Again, adding a small amount onto the back end of the tip, holding it into place, and I'm using my other fingers on that same hand to kind of figure out how I'm going to be holding it, and then take my right hand, which is my dominant hand, and flash curing that into place. That's basically what I'm doing on this hand. Again, you want to make sure you flash cure them and then go in with a full cure on all 5 fingers. And for that, I am using my Kiara Sky rechargeable LED light. I put it on the highest setting and I go ahead and place my hand in there. I'm going to go ahead and repeat that, let you guys watch this process. And I'm actually including my other hand as well so you guys can see a little bit of that and how I figured out how to cure those. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys watch this. Like I mentioned earlier, we are taking my LED light from Kiara Sky, putting it on the highest setting and placing all 5 fingers in there. I'm gonna go ahead and quickly do that. And then I'm flipping my light around so that I can use it for my other hand. As you can see, I am placing that gel onto my natural nail. Very thin coat, just trying to make sure all of the natural nail has some product on there. And we're going to be popping that in the light. For this hand, I am actually using my Kiara Skylight just because I felt like I wasn't going to be able to use the little lamp. My dominant hand, I'm good, but with the opposite hand, it is not fun. So I figured that I would take the bottom piece of that light off and then use that, kind of just slide it in and move it wherever I need to move it. So again, a small layer onto my natural nail, same process as we did on the other hand. Flash cure that, make sure that it is good to go, and then we're going to be applying the tip. So then I ended up figuring that if the light was a little bit higher, it would work a lot better. So you're going to see me prop it up with that green LED light that I have just to bring it up a little bit, and that worked so much better. So here I am helping you guys kind of figure things out. I'm a true believer in using what you have, and instead of buying more stuff, I try to make everything work with the products they already own. So if you guys don't have a little LED light, this would also be a really good option. So just a little heads up and kind of a little quick tip for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the rest of that process on all of my nails, and then we'll be back to do a fun nail art.
I'm sorry, my actions, they haunt me, and I'll never live it down. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. So do you wanna take me back? All of our broken plans, so we can start again. Wanting down a second chance, I'm too selfish for that. I let you fall again, now that you know that. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was. And I feel misunderstood, cause I'm trying hard to love. I'm sorry, my actions, they haunt me, and I'll never live it down. I'm no good at being good, but I never said I was.
Now once we're done fully curing those, I am going in and filing the nails into the shape that I want. These are pre-shaped perfectly in my opinion, so all I'm doing is removing the tip from it. They do come with like this little tab from, I guess, where they were pre-attached. And so I like to make sure that I clean that off, square it off, make it nice and crisp. And then I'm going to be repeating that on the rest of the nails, and then we're going to be going around the cuticle area to make sure that I don't have any gel on my cuticles on top of that tip, and make sure that everything is nice and flush. I love the length also. I feel like because I haven't had my nails done in a long time, this is a perfect size and everything for me to get back into having nails, because you guys know that transition is a little crazy sometimes. So now I'm taking my e-file. I am taking the same sanding band that I used for my prep, and I'm going to be lightly filing around that cuticle area and making sure that everything is nice and flush, nice and clean for our gel polish application. Now I'm taking a sponge buffer from Profiles Backstage and fully buffing the shine off of these tips from the entire surface. I don't believe it is absolutely necessary, as in the past I haven't buffed the surface of the nail and I went straight in with my gel polish. However, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and do it. We do not want any peeling or anything like that, so just to be safe, we're going to go ahead and buff off that shine, make them nice and matte, and have a perfect smooth surface for our gel polish application. I'm taking this really pretty nude color from Kiara Sky. It is a very nice nude color that is a little bit on the sheer side, which I absolutely loved. I actually wanted to keep the background of the nail clear. However, if you guys are familiar with my videos, I despise seeing the growth of the natural nail underneath. So if I'm going to use a color to conceal that, I prefer it to be sheer. So I'm going in and adding a thin layer of that. I believe this one is called Chai Spice Latte. If I am mistaken, I will correct myself in the description box, but I'm pretty sure that's the name. So I'm going ahead and adding a thin layer of that. Nothing fancy, nothing thick. I just want to lightly conceal the tip. And then we're going to be placing that in the light for a full cure. I did want to go ahead and mention that this color in real life looks a lot more on a peachy pink side versus on camera it's showing orange yellow tones. I still love the color on camera, however in real life, especially when I add the nail art, it looks a lot more on the pink and peachy side, just to give you guys a little bit of insight on that. Now I am so excited for the launch of this product. Kiara Sky came out with their gel art collection. I'm really happy that I finally got my hands on it, not gonna lie. Whenever I saw them post this, I was like, yes, I need it in my life. The packaging is amazing. The colors are so pretty. I love that it includes basically every color that you might need. The bottles are to die for. I love them. I'm so excited to be trying these out for you guys. So for today's video, I figured I will go ahead and do some pride nails for you guys. I have gotten tons of requests and I figured this is the perfect opportunity for me to use these colors and do a design with you guys. So I am actually recreating this design. I do not remember who created it, but I've done this type of nail in the past. I want to say like a year or two ago. If I figure out who created it, I will definitely tag them. If you guys know, comment down below in the comment section and I'll make sure I tag her or him in my Instagram post. but I just wanted to throw that out there. This is not my design. I am recreating it from a past set that I did on one of my clients that I never got to film for you guys. Perfect opportunity. So I'm taking the purple color and the blue, and I have done kind of like a waved design, and then we're going to be blending them vertically up and down. Now, you guys know I am fully transparent with you guys when it comes to anything that I do. If I make a mistake, I want to include it in my video so you guys know that I'm not perfect. I feel like a lot of you guys feel that I don't ever mess up. However, I suck at life sometimes. So I want to make sure that you guys are understanding and know that I am also human. So I went ahead and tried to blend it. It wasn't working. Like I said, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just fully trying it on camera with you guys. This is an ombre brush that is from Profiles Backstage. It is specifically for ombre, but I believe because I'm doing it vertically, it's not working right. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know how to use the thing. So I'm trying to blend it out. It's not working very well, but it's fine. I felt like it looked good, so I went ahead and flash cured it. Now on the rest of the nails, I actually found an easier way of doing it, so I'm sharing that with you guys, of course. Now I'm going to be doing purple, blue, blue, green, green, yellow, yellow, orange, orange, pink. That's going to be my transition. And then on my other hand, I'm not sharing that process with you guys, but it's going to be completely different and you guys will see it at the end. So for this one, I am doing blue with green. Same type of like little random wave design, half and half on the nail. I love the applicators. I love that the paint is thin, but very, very opaque. I feel like that's where my love begins for the product because it's so easy to work with. The application is flawless. The bottles are just good and the pigment is there, and that is what I strive for in some good nail art products. So I'm taking the lighter color and gently brushing it into the blue. So then the blue transfers a little bit onto the green, and then it just gets an easier transition. I feel like I overthought it at the beginning, but then when I started doing it this way, it just worked so much better. And then you can always go in with the blue and just darken it up a little bit, but for me it worked out pretty well. I feel like this was an easier alternative to get that ombre down. So I'm going in with that blue and then gently brushing that onto the green side, and it starts to blend itself together, and boom. I love how these are turning out so far. The colors are super vibrant and I love them. Now I'm just cleaning up a little bit. This cleanup brush is from Profiles Backstage. I just put a little bit of Swipe from Young Nails, and then we're going to be flash curing the nail just to make sure that I don't mess it up. Now we're moving on to the other nail. Like I said, we're going to be doing green and yellow on this one. Same random design. Making sure that I'm fully covering one end with one color, and then we're going to be adding the yellow and doing the same process that we just did on the index finger. Now I will say, because these two colors are super similar, they blended so much easier than, you know, using two different colors. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing. Lightly bring my yellow into the green and then start wiping it. I use very light pressure for this step just because I don't want to fully put yellow on there and fully remove the green. I want to gently blend them together. Again, using my little cleanup brush and then just fixing that. Placing it in the light, we want to flash cure, and then we're going to be moving on to the other nails. I'm going to be doing the exact same process, so I'll just let you guys watch the rest of that. Once all my nail art is done, we are going to be top coating these nails. I am using the Not Polish Gloss It for today's video. I know you guys are probably freaking out because I'm using shiny top coat and not matte. But I recently recolored my hair the same color that I had in it. If you guys are familiar with matte nails, they really will pick up any pigment. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't ruin my nails instantly with my hair color. So we're doing shiny, and honestly speaking, I love how they look shiny. Of course they will pop with matte, but taking one for the team and doing them shiny. I'm adding a very thin layer of that, and then we're going to be curing that into the light for a full 2 minutes just to make sure that all the layers that we just placed onto the nail are fully cured, along with the gel tip that we applied. I went ahead and added a little bit of cuticle oil onto my cuticles just to make sure that everything flowed nicely. But that basically concludes today's video. Highly recommend both products. Amazing on my opinion. As you can see, I did alternate the pattern on my other hand, and I love how they turned out. Super, super vibrant, super, super cute. Let me know what you guys think down below. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in a later video. Thank you guys so much for joining today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. So I'm taking the purple
and I'll throw it right back.